Hi. Good morning. This is me in the morning. I thought, well, I need some comment. I need some content for my channel, and this is original for me. This is me with no makeup, no contacts. These are my glasses that I can't really see out of. I have keratoconus, which is wavy. I have wavy corneas, and I have to wear special contacts. And then I have to wear readers, and I wear them all the time. Those glasses that you see me wear all the time are actually readers that I wear to see up close, because my scleral contact lenses push my vision farther out. So up close, everything's blurry. But so that's why I wear the readers. So anyway, this is me with no makeup and no. See my eyebrows? I don't have any eyebrows yet. I haven't put any on yet. I did comb my hair. I brush it. I brushed my hair. I get up every day and I take my meds. I sit here in my kitchen, or it's my kitchen dining room. It's my dining room. I drink my Premier Protein, and I did a little, I started to do a good morning routine yesterday, video it, and then my son called during the little thing that I was doing and asked if he could bring me my grandson, and I was like, yeah, please do. And my grandson is 16. We did some granny squares with the granny square yarn yesterday evening, but he was playing on the Nintendo Switch while I was finishing up that hooded scarf yesterday. But I did finish it. I'm pretty proud of it. It looks really good, in my opinion. I'm going to make adjustments to that pattern, that particular pattern, being my first pattern. You know, I was being lazy and not writing the finished edge into the pattern, but it is kind of essential to the scarf. So when I had finished it, before putting the edge on it, it looked really unfinished. So I was like, I kind of need to finish it and then write that into the pattern, because it didn't look good. So I went ahead. Of course it didn't, because most things need to have a finished edge on them. I guess there are some things. That ripple blanket probably would have been okay without a finished edge. But I'm one of those people who, I probably got it from my granny. I don't know. I can't remember if it's been a long time. I can't remember if she put finished edges on everything, but I know that she was pretty particular about everything, and I kind of follow in her footsteps about that, being particular about everything. So I guess I probably got that from her, and I'm thankful for it. I remember when I first was learning to crochet, she really didn't teach me all the things crochet that I know, but she taught me the basics, which was the chain and the single crochet. And she did begin to teach me the double crochet, but I didn't really get to do a whole lot of that with her because she was busy a lot. But she would sit me down with the chain. I remember I did a lot of chains and had to perfect the chain before she moved on to the single crochet. She would have me do like a number of chains. Then she would inspect the chains, and then she would work with me on tension and making sure I didn't twist the chain, because I kept twisting the chain. And she would go back and she would show me, this is where you're getting it twisted. So once you pull this out, and then she would teach me the terminology, frog it, frog this back, pull this out, go back and do your slip knot, and hold your chain properly, chain it out, and then hold it and pinch it, and then one by one, and she would teach me. And she was very, very, consistently teaching me, very carefully teaching me to not twist the chain, hold it flat, and make sure that I had a pretty chain. And then she had me practice it and practice it and practice it. And she wasn't mean about it. She wasn't, one of those slap you on the wrist with a ruler type things. She was very, very consistently and patiently teaching me to get that chain straight and consistent tension. So I have a very good tension, I think. My tension is not tight, except in amigurumi. I've learned that you do need a tight tension in amigurumi, but she didn't teach me amigurumi. She did do amigurumi, though. But I picked it up really. I mean, it was really easy to pick up watching it on YouTube. But she really worked with me on the amigurumi. On the tension, how to hold it and not jerk it tight, and get that chain well. And then once I got that, she felt like I was comfortable with it. She taught me how to, single crochet, and that came very easily because my chains were straight and flat, and I feel like, I will be able to. I was teaching my grandson yesterday, and that's where I was headed with that. I was teaching him yesterday with the granny square yarn. He already has basic crochet teaching. He knows how to do crochet. Now, my son and his husband are adopting him. So anyway, this is what I said to him. I love the fact that I got my grandson preloaded with the crochet option. That's what I told him. And so he got a kick out of that. And anyway, that was pretty cool. But I did get to teach him a little bit of crochet yesterday. Some granny square stuff, and, the granny clusters. And I taught him the magic circle, magic knot. I haven't taught him that yet. I need to teach him that. Magic ring. And I started him out with the chain 4, go back into the first chain, which I, for some reason, since mastering the magic circle, have not been able to do anything with the chain 4 and go back into the first one. For some reason, I have forgot how to do that now. I was trying, but I wasn't able to make it work for me. Well, I can do it, but for some reason, I can't close it anymore. I don't know how I used to do that. Anyway, so I pulled it out and went back and did the magic ring. And he was like, well, what's this you're doing? What are you doing? And I said, well, you can do it with the chain 4. I'm going to go back and do the magic ring. And he was like, well, I want to do the magic ring. Because I had already taught him the magic ring because we were doing some amigurumi, a few weeks ago together. And he said, well, I want to do the magic ring. And I said, are you sure? Because we were struggling with that previously. And he was like, yes, I want to do the magic ring. Because he was struggling with the chain 4 as well. So, anyway, what I was getting at previously was he told me he really liked my teaching, that I was really patient and calm and stuff. And he elaborated on how good of a teacher I was, calm and patient and stuff. And I almost started to cry because it reminded me of how my granny taught me. So, Granny, if you can hear me, thank you. I needed that. I needed to hear that. And I needed that from him because it was important to me to get to share one of, I think, the best things that my granny ever gave me was teaching me to crochet and sew and all the things fiber arts that she did teach me. It's my sweetest gift from her, I think. Well, she did name my daughter, which I think was probably the sweetest gift. But yeah, but aside from that, the sweetest gift that she gave me was crochet and sewing and embroidery and all the things that she shared with me, and patiently took the time to teach me well. So I was just thinking about it after Miguel left yesterday, how sweet that little moment was for me, getting to teach him that little bit, and what he said about me being a good teacher. It just flashed me back to my time with my granny, getting to learn from her. It's very sweet. I'm sorry to cry, but it's happy tears, happy times. I really enjoy getting that time with him. He told me yesterday. Now this doesn't have anything to do with any of that, but he told me yesterday, and then I was thinking, yeah, it would have been nice. He said that he wished that he could go back to first grade, and nothing to do with anything like that, but because he's 16 now and a junior in high school, and I was thinking, yeah, my video cut off when I was saying something about my grandbaby. I don't remember what I was saying now. Something about he wanted to go back to first grade. It didn't have anything to do with crochet or anything like that. He just wants to still be a kid. But anyway, that would be nice if we would had more time with him as a youngin'. They grow up too fast as it is. But on to just my morning routine. That was what this whole experiment here with letting you guys see me when I look like a zombie. I think I kind of look like one anyway, but that's, I think we're critical of ourselves anyway. This getting old stuff, it sucks. I woke up one day and I didn't look like myself anymore. And I started to just really age really fast in the face. And it was weird. It was really weird. I started to get these jowls and these wrinkles and these black bags under my eyes and crepey skin, and I'm not dissing myself. I mean, I could probably get Botox or whatever it is. And I probably, if I had the money, I probably will. If I get the money, I probably will, do that. Because it's not because of vanity. Maybe it is. That is vanity, actually, in a sense. I mean, I would like to freshen up my face. I would feel better when I look at myself in the mirror if I'm not looking at this scowly looking face. My face looks like I'm scowling all the time, and I'm not. So it would make me feel better to look in the mirror and see, a face that's not looking mad all the time. And I used to think, your face wouldn't look like you're scowling all the time if you didn't scowl all the time. Like you have these permanent features of what you do with your face. I don't scowl all the time. So why did my face end up doing like that right there and this right here? I don't frown all the time. My relaxed face isn't a frowning face. I don't understand why it did that, but it did. I make a lot of faces. I'm very expressive with my face. I would hope that if I do get any kind of injections in my face, that it doesn't freeze where I can't make the faces that I make all the time. I make a lot of faces. I raise my eyebrows a lot. Singularly, I can raise each of them separately, which, a lot of people can't do that. But it's just, mine kind of just go up. It depends on what, my expression is at the moment. But anyway, yeah, I would like to freshen up my face when I get the money to do that. And I plan on having it, eventually having the money to do that. Anyway, I'm not liking the aging. It's been a rapid aging, like since I've been 50. I'm 54 now. And when I look back at pictures of myself when I turned 50, and I look like 10 years younger than I do now. I'm like, what happened? That made me go, down that fast. I lost a lot of weight. I did. I gained weight after I turned 50, which I don't eat very much. I just, all of a sudden, my hormones just went, and so I gained, probably about 40 pounds, 30 pounds, 40 pounds, something like that, and then lost it. So that might have been some of what happened. Why am I just not realizing that? But I've done it before, though. My weight has fluctuated a lot in my adulthood because of medications for autoimmune disease. A lot of steroids, to be honest. That's what they give you. So also could be medications doing that to my face, and also I did have a heart attack, and a lot of things have happened to me. Plus, my dad died in 23. I went through a whole lot there. That made me really, really sad. Being in this relationship with my husband that has not been great either. I mean, my grandson and I talked about it yesterday. He asked me a whole lot of questions, and I was forced to answer them because if he asks questions, he's going to need an answer. So you have to be careful how you answer questions when kids ask them. But he doesn't know his grandpa very well because my husband has been in Maryland for going on 2 years now. And before that, he was in Germany. So Big L doesn't know him. And I came to the realization, that this divorce is for the best anyway. It just doesn't make it hurt any less, But anyway, I don't know where I was going with that. Except to say that it's been a lot. My marriage has been very stressful. Very stressful. And then now the divorce is stressful. I don't know when I have my future is unknown to me. I don't know what my future is going to be like for a while. I don't like not knowing what things are going to be. I don't like the unknown. It makes me uncomfortable. Not just uncomfortable, it makes me very stressed. So I've got a lot of stress going on, and that's hard on me. So I think all of the stress of the MS and the RA and my dad dying and my marriage or just everything has probably led to a lot of the aging, and then the aging has led to more aging because the aging actually stressed me out too. So, meh. I'll be alright. No, I will be. finished my protein when my phone decided that I don't want to record anymore. Click. What had happened was this phone is full. I need to empty it. So I did go in and delete videos that I had already moved off of my phone. I thought when you move the videos off onto your computer that they just magically moved off the phone. No, they're still there. So the videos that I know are not, I don't need them to be on my phone now. I just deleted them so that there would be room for me to record a little bit more on here. So I guess I will sign off of this little portion, and then you guys will just see me looking a little bit differently. I might do a little bit of this is how I do my makeup, because I do wear I don't look like this when you guys see me usually, so you will see me without these, and I might show you how I do my makeup. I don't know, we'll see. I don't really wear a whole lot. In fact, yesterday, this was funny. I can tell you a little bit more about Miguel, my grandson. I had just taken a shower when he got here, so my hair was wet. I looked like a wet dog. No makeup on my face. And I was dressed when I came out. And so I was, we talked a little bit, and he was like, Dad brought you, or he calls him Kevin, but anyway, he calls him by his name. I saw him before I went back and put my makeup on yesterday, and he told me that Kevin had brought me coffee and something to eat from McDonald's, and he was going to give me a biscuit, and they weren't serving breakfast anymore, so he brought me a burger. So anyway, I was like, okay, thank you. And I'm going to run back here and do something with this mess. And so he's like, okay. So I ran back there and I did something with my hair and face, and I came back out, and so then we were chatting some more, and then there was something said about I had done my makeup and stuff, and he said, will you put makeup on? And I mean, he was asking if I put makeup on. You know, I didn't, and he said, well, it doesn't look like you put makeup on. Child, yes, I put makeup on. I don't look like I'm wearing makeup? He says, no. I didn't know how to take that. But I put so little makeup on that I look like I'm not wearing makeup. So I think I'm going to take that as a compliment. And I told him, I was like, listen, I'm not very girly. I've never been girly. And this was something that I had said in the video that I didn't post yesterday. And I just deleted it, actually. If you are Boomer or Gen X, we were raised to think girls were pink and doll babies and, you know, all the things, and boys were blue and trucks and blah blah blah. I don't subscribe to any of that, because listen, I never was. I was blue jeans and boots, trucks, and that whole thing. I'm not what that age would call girly. They always called me a tomboy. I hated dresses. Every time my mom made me wear a dress, I would cry. And my dad was like, stop making her wear that. She doesn't like it. Stop buying her dolls. She hates them. And so he would buy me trucks. And now my dad would ask me to wear dresses, you know, on certain occasions and stuff. And I'd be like, I'll do whatever I'm told to do. But I hated them. Absolutely hated them. Hate. Still do. I did wear one to his funeral and promptly took it off. And I wore it with cowboy boots. during the funeral. And then as soon as it was over, when we went to the dinner after, I changed. Because into like this pretty blue outfit that probably would have been more fitting for the funeral. But because I knew that my dad probably would have liked for me to wear a dress. My dad thought that women needed to wear dresses. He made my mom wear dresses all the time, but he kept telling my mom, look, she hates that. She hates them dresses. Quit making her wear dresses. And I heard him say it. And I was like, well, why are you making mama wear dresses? I don't understand. But I don't know. Anyway, I didn't understand it. But anyway, back in them days, men could tell their wives what to do. So, anyway, I was his son he never had. I mean, he did have a son. My brother died when he was 2 and I was 4. So he did have a son, but I was the son that he didn't have anymore. And so I helped him work on cars. I helped him work on houses, and my dad was in construction. And so I did all the things that sons do. And so he bought me trucks. He brought me, I played with dump trucks, and, you know, I carried dirt from one place to another. And then I had Lincoln logs over there to carry the dirt to. I built stuff with the Lincoln logs and the Tinker Toys, and, you know, I had Hot Wheels and Hot Wheel tracks and trains and all the things that I wanted to play with that had a purpose, because for me, doll babies didn't have a purpose. They were creepy. And then I learned how to sew. Then I was like, I think I would like to have a Barbie doll, because they do look human, and I can design clothes and sew them and put them on those models. So that's what they were. I wanted some stands to put them on so they could model my clothes that I was making for them. But that's it. I saw the other girls like, do, I'm gonna marry Ken. What? Nah, no thanks. You knew you. I'm just gonna make clothes. That's what I did. So my granny bought me a Holly Hobby sewing machine, and I either hand sewed or Holly Hobby sewed and that was a working sewing machine, and I don't know how many times I ran over my fingers with that thing. But I just kept sewing. Band-aids. It hurt. They bled, but I broke some needles. Thankfully, I had backups, and I learned how to change needles. But it was a good sewing machine. Sew right through your finger. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. But I think I don't even know why I got on that subject. What was I saying? I'm not girly. So I don't wear a whole lot of makeup because I'm just not, you know, I can really appreciate a good makeup video. Like Bailey Sarian, I watch her murder makeup on Monday. I watch those, you know, because who doesn't want to watch a good... We got to learn about these things. We got to know about these people who be doing these things, you know. You know, I don't know why we're so interested in these happenings in our world, but we are fascinated by them. Morbidly fascinated. And it's just, I don't know, I started to watch one yesterday. That's one of her older ones. And this poor mother found her son's pieces of his body, found, you know, and his girlfriend had taken him away from her permanently, left him in pieces downstairs, and she found him. And I couldn't finish watching it. I couldn't finish watching that Bailey Sarian video, because it was just horrifying. I mean, most of those are horrifying, but that one was just too much. Oh my God, it was too much. So, yeah, a lot of that stuff just kind of, I mean, probably most of it, probably every single one of them it's too much for the soul to bear. You know, it really got into my spirit, just like grinding down into, making me sick. I couldn't finish that video. I listened to too much of it, really. I did. I was trying to crochet and listen to that, and it was just, ugh. You know, I don't know why we insist on torturing ourselves and listen to these murder podcasts. You know, these podcasts where we listen to this serial killer or that, you know, murderer, murder mystery or whatever. It's just so much. Just so much. Ugh. I'm still haunted by that portion that I listened to yesterday. Oh. So much. But anyway, I do like Bailey Sarian. The videos, you know, where she does her makeup. If I could just... And then there are other makeup artists that I like to watch and stuff. I really am intrigued by the artistry. You know, there are some of them that, you know, they can transform into, like The Mask. When Jim Carrey did The Mask. That's old. Golly. Or The Grinch. Or the characters from the Addams Family. Or, you know, they can just transform themselves so easily into all of these different things that we're familiar with from all the years gone by. And it's fascinating, you know, what you can do with makeup. Makeup does fascinate me. But on my face, I want the minimum. I just want to make my face a little more public presentable. And a little more presentable to myself. Like when I look in the mirror, I want to see something less bleh. A little freshened up, I guess you could say. So for my grandson to say, you don't look like you're wearing makeup, that's okay. Because I don't really want to look like I'm painted. I don't want my face to look painted. I really just wear a little bit of... it's foundation, but it's a true match. It's literally called True Match. There's the noon bell. I'm sitting here in my robe at noon on a Saturday. Oh, well, I guess it's Saturday, so, okay. I mean, I don't leave the house, so. It's called True Match. It's L'Oreal True Match. I used to wear Clinique, and Clinique, was so doggone expensive. I mean, it was over $30 for the foundation. Over $30 for the bronzer. It was almost $30 for the mascara. Everything was over $30. $30 for this, $30 for that, $30 for this, $30 for that. I was like, I can't do it. I can't keep doing this. It's too much. So the reason why I was using Clinique is because before that, I was trying to use drugstore makeup, and everything I kept putting on my face was burning my face. Like literally burning my face. And I could not find anything that I wasn't, I guess, allergic to. It's got an update from Ground News. It's like bad news. Anyway, so I went on the search again for something that, I mean, I had worn the Clinique for probably 15 years or more. I thought maybe they've got some better stuff now that won't burn me. Then I found Physicians Formula bronzer. I tried it. Good results. Didn't burn me. Oh, hallelujah. Because it's like $10. Nice. That's a big savings. And it lasts a long time because I don't wear a lot. And then I found True Match. One of my kids wanted me to get it for them, and I got it, and I was like, that's affordable. Maybe I can try some of that. It looks like good stuff. By L'Oreal. It's a good, reputable name. I've seen it on TV. That doesn't mean anything. I see CoverGirl on TV too, and I can't wear that. But I'm going to give it a try. So I did. And I'll be. No reaction. So I use that. And I got even more brave. I tried some Dollar Tree eyebrows and mascara. I'm still using Clinique eyeliner, though, because I ain't putting anything that close to my eyeball. And I'm doing fine with it. The Dollar Tree eyebrows, they look cheap, but they get the job done. And the mascara, the one that I'm using, there were a couple of them that I had to promptly throw away. I had to take them off and throw them away. But I have one now that works. Works pretty good. It don't flake. It doesn't flake. And it doesn't make my eyes itch or burn or anything. Works just fine. Doesn't pull my eyelashes out, nothing. I don't have any problems with it. It's a waterproof, which I'm not that big of a fan of. But it comes off really easy with a makeup wipe at the end of the day. And we're good. And I'm like, huh. It does what I need it to do. I wouldn't recommend it to somebody who wants a good lash. But it's enough for me. So I'm happy with it. There you go. And that's really all I use. I wear eyebrow. I wear the True Match. I don't wear the foundation on my whole face. I just kind of put it in my T-zone to cover up some redness that I have here. Like you can see, I'm a little red. You can't really see it as well right now as what you can in the lights. I have a lot of lights, ring lights in my room. In my studio. I have a lot of ring lights. If I'm under them lights, you can definitely see every flaw on my face. Redness through here, all around here, here, and I have some redness here, and like on my eyelids. It's really red. And so you can kind of see it right here. It's red. I've been to the dermatologist. She didn't say anything about rosacea. But it's enough that I want to cover it up with some makeup. And then black bags. I got some luggage under my eyeballs. So, I use it like a concealer, sort of. Then I just blot it out. And it matches my skin. So, that works. Then I use a bronzer to kind of give me some life to my face. A little bit of eyeliner, because I'm old and that's what we're used to doing. Just a little bit. Sometimes I'll do it on both lids. Sometimes I'll just do it on that bottom lid just to give a little life to my eyeballs. And just a little bit of mascara. That's it. just a little bit of life to my face, that's all. Not really anything elaborate. I'm going to get off of here and go put on some clothes. Well, I'm going to shower first and put on some makeup and definitely brush my teeth because I haven't done that yet. And I'm going to get some coffee and something to eat and get up there to my studio. Anyway, since I have now finished the hooded scarf. This thing's nice and thick and warm, and we're supposed to have freezing cold weather tomorrow, and I might actually use it for one day. But it's Oklahoma, so it'll probably be for a few hours, and then back to warm.